right. First to arrive at the destination of the Old Lantern is one small little halfling. And Lisa, if you would like to please give us a good description of Casey.
Okay. One moment, please. So Casey is a halfling rogue. She is 20 years old. She stands 3 feet and 1 inch tall and weighs 35 pounds. She's got light brown eyes and brown hair and fair skin. And she is kind of quiet. She's she's gonna be a little slow to trust people, and she is just kind of gonna sit back and see what she can suss out in the area. And yeah, that's about it.
All right. And as Casey enters the Old Lantern, where she's meant to meet her contact, what does she do? Where does she go? Where would she like to sit?
Oh, let me find the door. Here we go. I'm gonna come in and sit down in this chair so I can see who comes in the door and I can be right next to the fire.
Okay. You walk in to the tavern, and you can see that beneath the wooden eaves, worn by years of age and dust and use, there is a brittle copper lantern swaying from a rusty pirate's hook. You can see as you've entered the dim orange flame flickering over the sturdy door, the waves lapping against the shore near the bridge. What was once a dockside storeroom has been repurposed into this semi-bustling tavern, serving just about anything it can lay its hands on, both local and exotic. You don't know much necessarily, but you do know that the Old Lantern is a haven for rough sorts. Pirates, fishermen, seafarers, and dockhands drawn in by cheap drinks and familiar company. The tavern itself is simple but weathered, just as the lantern that gives it its name. You can see more of those rusty lanterns inside, and fishing nets hanging from the ceiling, giving it the distinct seafaring atmosphere. Off in one of the corners, a group of sailors cheerfully plays quiet sea shanties on little makeshift instruments, while the rhythmic stomping of feet and clapping of hands fills the air. As you sit down next to the crackling fire, burning in a very worn brick fireplace, the door by the bar flips up, and one of the barmaids approaches. Oh, evening there, darling. I'm so sorry to bother you, but these seats are actually reserved, I'm afraid. A bit of a meeting going on here.
I think that might be the meeting I'm looking for, actually. I'm supposed to be meeting some people here.
Oh, you are waiting for Gondrund then?
I am, yes. Is this... am I the first one to arrive?
Well, so it seems. So it seems. Can I get you anything to drink, darling?
I would love a mead while I wait. Thank you.
Coming right up. And she departs to presumably gather your mead. as another makes their way across the bridge. Can we hear a description of Lily, please?
Yeah, Lily is a average-sized human with red hair and a very shy, meek face. She would be coming in hiding underneath her hood, um, kind of like a nervous animal, maybe like a nervous doe. Um, would not make eye contact, would kind of just be like darting her eyes around, making sure that nobody was following her around in her peripheral.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
she is going to slink in the door and she's going to sit in this corner over here opposite. Pretend I'm in this
Okay.
chair. It won't
Yeah,
be me.
absolutely. Chris, Drekthor, what happened to your HP? It was fine a second ago.
I don't know.
What is it supposed to
Heart
be?
attack.
Do you remember?
I haven't touched anything, I swear to God.
No,
I don't
do
even
you?
remember what it was.
Oh no. Okay.
All
right.
Depending on what class you are, it's the class plus your con. So if you're barbarian, it'll be like
Barbarian.
12 plus whatever your con is. If it was 18, it'll be plus 4.
So.
Well, plus something.
So 12 plus 2, because your Constitution modifier is 2.
Yes.
Yeah, then 14.
All right, so you should be 14. Let's
14.
go ahead and fix that for you.
Please.
All right, that caused me a slight bit of panic. The yeah. The
Oh,
barmaid
okay.
comes over and holds out your mead, Casey, and spots a newcomer. Oh, welcome to you as well, dear. Are you also waiting for Gundren?
I am, thank you.
Yes, absolutely. You're in the right place. Can I get you anything to drink while you wait?
Nothing for me, thank you.
Oh, suit yourself then. Just give me a call if you need anything.
Lily just nods.
And she makes her way back around.
I take a big sip of my drink. That hits the spot. Hi there, my name's Casey.
I just give a little
He looks
wave.
expectantly at Lily.
Lily just gives a little wave. Nice to meet you, Casey. I'm Lily.
I sense that she is kind of shy, and I just sit back. I pull out a coin and just start twiddling it through my fingers, and keep an eye on her. not in a creepy way.
No, I'm sure that's reserved for Malik, who is the next to cross the bridge.
Oh my God, he's really named Malik. Jeez.
Okay,
Flashbacks.
so Malik is a human, believe it or not. He has dyed his hair blue and powdered his entire body, top to toe, in white powder, with some black tattoos here and there. He has some gold jewelry, English, on his ears and chin. And he's a bit shorter end of the average sizing. And yeah, little skinny guy, little lab coats. Funny guy, normal guy, nice guy.
Okay.
I'm just writing human weirdo in my notes.
As always.
There.
The door opens once more, and yet another steps within the old Lantern Tavern.
I see no Guntrin. I see no tiny little dwarf man.
Just a small little halfling and a human.
Excuse me, are you Guntrin? Are you the dwarf? You seem short.
No, I'm a halfling. Easy enough mistake to make. My name's Casey Copperfinger. Who are you?
Oh, well, it's a shame you might not have heard of me, but I am Malik Alchemire. I'm a very... how do I put this? Smart man who likes to help people. Ingenious, if you will. I like tinkering. Like
Interesting.
my ear. I'll show you one day if we all get the job. I'm sure I will. I don't know if you will, but I hope you do. You seem nice.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Malik, you take a seat.
Yes.
All right. The strange blue-haired man, flops down one of the armchairs beside you, Casey.
Okay.
As yet another braves the night and walks towards the old Lantern Tavern.
Alright.
Damsius.
All right, so Damsius is blue tiefling, dark blue tiefling. You can't really see his face. He's wearing a black cloak most of the time. He has his hood up right now. You can only really see his hands, and as he walks, he has a bit of a clinking of chain noise on him. And he's gonna walk in, look at the table, and sit down next to Lily, but uncomfortable. Like the chair scoots next to her, uncomfortably close.
For anyone, let alone
If you
Lily.
hold Alt, you can drop your character anywhere you want.
Thank you.
Yes, that is truth. You can do so. You plop down and scoot your chair next to her.
Yeah. It's... It doesn't say anything.
Stretches.
Just sits down.
Who
As
are you?
Hmm?
You. Who are you? Yes, you.
My name is Damsius.
Okay, so you're not Gundren. Shame.
No, who's got
Loses
him?
interest.
Well, Gundren's the person we're here to meet. Or at least some of us are. We came for a job. Is that why you're here?
Oh, yes. Yeah, of course.
Well, Gundren's the person we're meeting.
Oh, cool. I lean over to Lily and I'm like, "Do you see that freak over there in the lab coat?"
Lily just
Oh, just each eye
hesitantly
separately?
nods, even though she's being talked to by a tiefling.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, the one over there across from me, definitely.
cool. I thought I was tripping out.
He said something about an ear earlier. I don't know.
Hmm?
He likes to tinker, I guess.
No,
That's what he
cool.
said. That's just what he said.
A lot of foreshadowing.
We're like shoulder to shoulder.
Lily
Incredible.
is extremely uncomfortable.
Casey's trying to catch Lily's eye to see if she's okay.
Oh, she like is ghost white.
The barmaid comes over once more and doesn't seem to really understand the situation that's happening as far as discomfort goes, and just gives Damsius and Malik each a winning smile. Oh, more of you coming! Wow, this is a bigger party than I expected. Gentlemen, can I get you anything to drink or to eat while you wait?
Do you have juice?
Oh, we have everything you could possibly think of, my dear. What kind
Oh,
of
really?
juicing would you like?
Do you have pineapple juice?
Well, it's a bit expensive, but yes, we actually got a shipment of pineapples in from Schultz not that long ago.
Great. I'll take it and Gundren will pay for it.
Don't worry, the Gungeon has already paid for the tab of the evening.
Oh, even better.
And you, sir?
Do you have any milk?
She gives you a strange look. Yes, of course we have milk.
All right, I'll have a water.
Absolutely. Coming right up.
Ma'am, actually, I think I would like a glass of wine, please.
Absolutely. Do you have a preference?
Just whatever the strongest one you got is.
Coming right up. Yes, give me just a moment.
So I
That's the
I
most
kind of
expensive one.
push the table a little bit further away from the fireplace so that Lily can scoot her chair more around toward me.
Oh, and I will absolutely take that opportunity. She's like shaking.
Are we all moving? What's going on?
No.
Just
I don't
trying
know.
to
You
make a
can
little more
stay
room.
right where you're at. We're
R-
we're
Room.
okay.
Is there a bug?
There's plenty of room over here. There's quite literally like 4 chairs.
Is there a bug?
What do you mean?
That there's no
I,
bug. We're you just
I mean,
a
this is pretty
little
comfortable right here.
close. You're just a little close to me. I'm just making some room for you. That's
What
all.
do you mean?
Another being thuds their footsteps across the bridge and approaches the door with the old lantern. Drakthor.
Uh, so Drakfor is a 8-foot tall stone giant.
Oops.
He's basically well built. He's actually considered a runt sometimes by his people, even though he's not the smallest one. But when he travels, people notice him. He's he The reason he's so big is he overcompensates because everyone calls him small. So he tries harder than everybody else, and that's made him stronger than most of his tribe. So, but he is a stone giant, 8 feet tall, 290 pounds, and just huge.
But still medium size, right?
For a giant, yes.
No, like a medium sized creature.
I
Or are you a
believe so,
large
yeah.
creature?
I think he's large. No, he's medium. He's medium. He's medium.
Okay. You guys just see this hulking form duck through the front door and head right for you.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi there.
Are you Gundren?
Does he look
Do I
like a
look
dwarf to you?
Do I look like I'm under 3 feet tall?
I don't know. Perspective, and you look stony. Like a dwarf.
I'm gonna put a pin in that and come back to that later. No, I'm not Gundren. I take it you're all here for the meeting?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. It's just gonna sit down, basically hulk over the table and just look intimidating as hell.
You can hear the chair creak underneath him as he takes a seat, but doesn't break, thankfully.
Sturdy chairs.
The bartender comes back around, places the juice, the water, and the wine down, and gives Drakthor a very assessing look with an edge of nervousness. Oh, my, a big fellow you are. Is there anything that I could get you to drink or to eat, perhaps?
Ale, please, my dear.
Coming right up. And she moves a little bit faster away than she did the last time.
Might doesn't help that he growls pretty much every time he's done.
Lily is most definitely reassessing her life choices to take this job.
Introvert
And-
battery running out.
Last but not least, across the bridge is a drow. As Ashara makes her way to the old lantern.
Ashara is first of all going to stop right outside the door, glance down at a piece of parchment in her hand, scan it one last time, though it's quite well worn at this point, glance at the door again and heave a heavy sigh before tucking the parchment away. when she enters the door, which I can find. Go for this one.
It is this one, yes.
Okay, there we go. When she enters, first of all, you might get the impression of just a heavily cloaked figure, but when she steps forward into the light, if anyone had seen a drow before, they might think that she's quite washed out. Grey hair, grey eyes, grey skin, but sort of pale and fragile looking. And then there is quite a stark scar across her right cheek, though she's done her best to distract from it with silver jewelry and elaborate eye makeup. She cares about her appearance. She will scan every single occupant of the room that she can, a quick once over, up and down, a quick assessment, and then nod in greeting and move across the table. But she won't speak first, wary of how a drow might be perceived after a year or so on the surface.
Okay. The quiet drow sits down beside you all after giving you some rather piercing looks.
Hi, you here for the meeting? My name's
I s-
Casey.
I suppose I am. It's nice to meet you. I'm Ashara.
Nice to
Well,
meet you.
I better check actually. We're here for Gundren.
Yes. Yep. We're all waiting for Gundren. Don't know what's taking him so long.
Maybe he's dead.
Well, that's cheery.
Can anybody look
I
under
mean-
the table?
Actually, that's a good point. Here, I'm just happy for the free drinks. It's quite the praise.
Just as you've sat down, Ashara, the barmaid appears just behind you and to the left, holding out a rather large cup of ale for you, Drakthor. And as she turns to address you, Ashara, she seems even more startled than she did when spotting Damsius. Apologies. You are here to meet with Gundren as well, miss?
That is correct. I suppose we're all to be kept waiting until he decides the suspense is enough.
Yes, well, he's not exactly the most punctual of dwarves, I can tell you that much. But he should be along shortly. Could I get you anything to eat or to drink?
Ashara will glance around the table and see what everyone else is drinking. Mead. I think that will do.
Yes, coming right up.
Burf.
Whoa.
Ashara will just heave another sigh and sort of sink into her chair.
You definitely got a little bit of an impression of dislike. The barmaid's a fairly kindly sort of woman, but you definitely made her a little nervous. But after a few moments of awkwardly looking at one another and drinking drinks, you hear the door to the far east bang open, and two people step into the tavern. One is talking in a loud, boisterous voice, a dwarf. He has a very lustrous mustache and long beard, all braided up into two plaits. And he heads quickly to the bar, where two mugs are handed over to him. The man beside him is quiet and sort of stately, easily identified as an Eluskan man, older, nearing perhaps 50, with broad shoulders, a grim expression, and graying hair. He's looking around as Gundren leads them both over to your table. Well met, my friends. I'm Gundren. You must all be waiting for me. Sorry to keep you.
Yes, hi. Been here for a while.
Oh, my apologies, but hopefully the free drinks will make up for it, huh?
It's always a good start.
Yes, good. This is my friend. His name is Sildar. I hope you've all gotten your fill of drink. A free round for each of you, yes? This is a celebration. A celebration indeed.
Well, what exactly are we celebrating?
He sort of squeezes himself in between the chairs of Drakthor and Ashara, as there are only 6 cushioned seats for accommodating each of you. Well, he takes a long drink of his beer, the froth clinging to his mustache, and the mug is slammed onto the table, empty after a single mouthful. I'm not going to say too much here. Too many big ears and loose mouths around, if you catch my meaning.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yes, I can see that you do.
Hmm?
But if this business of mine works out, there'll be so much gold, you'll all be wetting your pants with joy.
What? That sounds wrong. I'd
I
rather
haven't
not.
done that in like a week.
No,
Wait, what?
me last night.
What?
Huh?
Okay.
What?
Mm,
Again, what are you talking about?
Nothing.
Oh,
Never mind.
Yes,
Squeeze his
yes.
eyes.
Well, before we get down to it, tell me a little bit about yourselves, my friends, while we drink. You, very large. Gosh, I don't think I've seen any of your kind around here for quite a while.
We tend not to leave our lands. I am a traveler.
What brings you around this way?
You, literally you.
Oh, my reputation has reached even the ears of the giants.
No,
Watch
it's a
out,
man
my
I'd beat
head
to
might
death.
get a bit large.
Not really. It was a man I'd beat to death 3 weeks ago.
Oh. Well, I hope I didn't know him. And you, I can't say I've seen many drow, though surely our business will be better off for it. You been topside long?
About a year or so, I was informed you might be in need of a healer, or at least someone to keep those you employ from death. My god prefers us to seek out those in need, help where we can. So I have no
Really?
interest in the gold you offer, but the experience will be more than worth it. And every word seems like it's pulled from her reluctantly. She's not quite at ease here.
He gives you a heavy pat on the shoulder.
Ugh.
Well, I'm pleased to have one of you along, if I'm being honest. I don't want to say too much, but, well, one of your skill would surely be beneficial. You should all be grateful.
I suppose we'll all see.
And the rest of you, what brings you here? What are your skills?
Well, I just kind of need money, if I'm being honest. I have a spending addiction when it comes to glass vials. He shows off 30 glass vials strapped around his body.
My, I won't even ask what you keep in there. It's not my business, but yes, I'm
Good.
sure that our work will be lucrative enough to feed such an addiction.
Good.
He looks at the rest of the three expectantly.
Well, as for me, I'm always looking for a job where I can pick up a little coin, and as for skills, I'm pretty good with my hands, and I'm not quite sure what you're looking for, but I've got all kinds of things that I can do that might be able to help you out if you tell me what you're looking for.
Ah,
A little bit of a
yes,
jack of all
yes.
trades kind of thing.
Doesn't surprise me. Halflings are known for that sort of thing, but that surely will be helpful. I'll get down to the business in just a moment, but yes, you, Cloat.
I am also looking for coin. I, however, have exceptional experience in tracking people down, making them disappear.
Oh, very intriguing and dangerous. Watch out for this one, you lot. And then his eyes fall on the blue-skinned horned tiefling, one of two outcasts of the group.
Oh, what was the question? I wasn't paying attention.
Well, you better get that under control, son, or you'll be the first to fall. Who are you? What are you doing here? And what are your skills?
Oh, sorry, I was looking at this table. I am Damsius, Damsius Bondman. I do magic. I heard a couple people talk about this, and I didn't get an invitation. I just kind of showed up.
All right, well, magic is good. Very versatile.
Yeah, my magic is to die for.
Lily picks up her chair and moves all the way away.
Hey, where you
as
going?
far as the fireplace will allow her to.
Yeah, this big guy kind of stinks, doesn't he?
Lily just
He
side eyes you so hard.
I look behind me.
What's she looking at?
I don't see anything. What are you staring at?
Oh, nothing.
If you look, you see me lick my lips a lot. Oh.
Gundren waves over the bartender and declares another round. Beer for the table. We've got business to discuss now. And she departs quickly, and he seems to have gotten enough information about you to feel like you might be able to handle what he's got in store. So he clears his throat. My friends, Sildar and I are off to Phandelver first thing tomorrow morning. Him and I have got some business of our own there that's a wee bit urgent. But as a bit of a test of your measure, in the meantime, an associate of mine is gathering a wagon load of supplies we'll be needing, but it won't quite be ready until the day after tomorrow. I'd like for you lot to haul that wagon from Neverwinter to Phandelver for us. I'll make it worth your while. 5 gold for each of you.
5 gold, you say? How far is Phandelver from here?
It'll surely take you a few days to arrive.
Hmm. 5 gold. What if we could beat the deadline? Could we get a bonus for that?
Well, if you manage to get to Phandelver with the supplies, there will be plenty more work and even better pay. Well, if you prove your worth on this journey, your payment will increase with each job.
Hmm.
But if you feel somehow you could get to Phandelver sooner than about, the 4 days it usually takes, then be my guest.
She just sits back and thinks, trying to find a way to negotiate something, but not knowing really what she wants to negotiate for. Just feeling the need to haggle.
5 gold does feel a
Happens.
bit cheap, but I suppose I can be generous.
I mean, 5 gold is 5 gold. I'm down.
I mean, I guess. Better than no gold.
Indeed it is. And at 5 gold, it's a tidy sum.
Yeah, fine. I'm not picky. Besides, I'm feeling nice.
So what? We just
Well-
take this cart to Phandalin and that's it?
Yeah, what do we do when we
That's-
get there?
That's it. Yeah, so tomorrow morning, when the market bell rings, go and meet Ribbon Tallbrook at his stall in the Seven Sons Coster. He's a tan halfling with a little gold earring, and he's got a half-orc that helps him out. Big bull ring in his nose. Can't miss him. He looks to you, Casey. You'll then collect this wagon, prepared wagon load, supplies, and yes, deliver it to Elmar Barthen, the owner of Barthen's Provision Store down there in Phandalin. He's going to be the one to pay you your gold upon delivery.
Okay, got it.
He downs another beer that the bartender has brought for the table and slams it back down on the table, and Sildar over in the corner, quiet and stoic, stands as though having received some sort of command, though perhaps it was just instinct. All right then, I'd better be off. I've got an early start in the morning, and you lot need to sort out your provisions for the trip. Plan accordingly. I'll see you all in Phandalin in 4 days.
See you then.
Come on, Sildar. Let's head off. They both depart.
Well, now what?
Well, we have a whole day ahead of us. Does anybody need to do anything before we take this trip that's going to take us away from Neverwinter?
Nope.
I mean, everything I own is in my backpack.
I was just about to say that I have everything I need on my person.
Gotta be quicker.
I will make a note that it is in the evening time. It's about 8 o'clock in the evening.
I want to take the night
Um,
and meet up to Ribbon in the morning.
Sure.
That's plenty of time to finish up any business. Sounds like we might be in Phandelver for a while.
I could use a change
Yeah,
of
especially
scenery.
if there's more work. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Just mumbling to myself.
The barmaid returns, and with a final round of drinks, she gives a little point to an interior door. You've got rooms paid for one evening. That should be all the time that you need, I've been told. But if you'd like to stay another night, I'm sure something could be arranged.
I think one night should be fine. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh my, a bed. I haven't had a bed in months.
Oh boy, that's too dark.
Well, I hope each of you has a lovely evening, and the bar is open for another few hours if you should need something.
Nope, my bad. Sorry.
There are only 3 rooms on this map, technically, so we'll pretend there's an upstairs to it. Unless y'all are gonna get real cozy on your first night.
No, thank you.
I will not get cozy with this little city freak.
Wouldn't recommend it. All right.
1 star.
Does anyone
This
do
bed
anything?
has 4 pillows.
It's meant for cozying.
Oh, you got the cuddle bed.
Does anybody else do anything throughout the evening, or does everybody pretty swiftly head off to bed?
Can't do anything. Too low level.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to bed.
Yeah, Mara will step outside for sort of probably the last bit of privacy she'll get on this trip, and on facing the river, which is dark and damp enough to remind her of the Underdark for a moment, and we'll say a quiet prayer. Though anyone overhearing, listening, anyone eavesdropping might hear that it tails off into a muttered curse at someone named Saurian and sort of a "what have you got me into?" before she'll walk back inside and try and avoid people to find whatever room is still free.
All right. Then that will bring us to the next morning. You awake to the sounds of the market. You enjoy a bit of food, drink, whatever you like to start your day, before heading out to the Seven Suns Coster Market. It is a very popular central marketplace, right in the heart of Neverwinter's Protector's Enclave. It is an open-air market, and it bustles with morning activity, where there are colorful merchants and hopeful traders setting up their daily stalls to sell their wares. There are great stone archways that lead into the maintained courtyard, and banners of colorful, patterned fabric stretching across each of those stalls. Barrels of wine, hearty stouts all stacked atop each other, merchants calling out, trying to lure passersby closer. Tons of things, pallets of jams and potted honeys from the gardens of Neverwinter, and fresh cuts of mutton from a butcher's stall are quite popular in the morning. They're freshest then. There's cages of chickens chirping and clucking away, while fresh boiled eggs are offered at small food carts. You can smell the smell of baked bread, herbs and salt, butter, causing a perhaps overwhelming atmosphere, but pleasant nonetheless. Oh, get the fuck out of here, cat. Oh my god.
Hmm.
So I hear lots of people. I don't see lots probably because logistics, but is there enough of a crowd that I can kind of walk through and see if there's anybody I can easily pick a purse off of?
Sure. Yeah,
Holy
absolutely.
immorality.
We're starting off strong today, guys. Yeah, so yes, you are correct. It is very busy, but I only placed vendors at this moment. But the marketplace is very crowded. Go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check, please.
Hello.
Hello.
Do any of
Not
us
great.
notice this?
But not
Roll
terrible.
perception checks for anyone who is being a keen eye.
I'm a little schizophrenia, so yeah, I hope I am keen. Nope, I'm stupid. I'm retarded.
And Casey, please roll me a 1d100. As Lily, you can spot, you notice that Casey almost becomes like ingrained into the crowd. She's very hard to keep an eye on, but you can, because you're watching her, you can see her darting around, crouching, being a bit nonchalant. And you sort of get the general idea. And it is your lucky day, Casey, as you manage to lift a purse.
Okay.
And with a jingling, you step away to look inside, and you find it is filled with 14 gold pieces, 57 silver pieces, and 100 copper pieces.
That's what I'm talking
Jackpot.
about.
Got paid like 3 times already almost.
Lily's gonna catch Casey's eye just to communicate the fact that she saw what she just did. But Lily's
I'm
gonna
just gonna
choose
wink at her.
to keep it quiet to herself for now, and she files that away for knowledge of later.
Yep. Big grin and just winks.
I'm gonna give the thumbs up, but also I'm gonna tie my purse strings a little bit tighter. Nice. Don't come near me.
All right. What do you guys do whilst in the market? Anything other than what you're expressly there for? Or are you just heading for this halfling guy that you've got the description of?
Oh, yeah.
Weird.
Is this a weapons vendor right here? Like true to the map?
I mean, don't take the map too literally, but there's just about everything you could want in this marketplace, yes.
Okay. I am. Doesn't look like I have a ranged weapon, so I'm going to get a bow. How much would that be? An equipper.
Short or longbow?
Short bow.
Okay. You take a stop, and the merchant offers a brand new short bow for 25 gold pieces.
Oh, that's a lot.
Mm.
I'm not going to get the short bow. I'm just gonna very awkwardly just say no thank you and just quickly walk away.
I'll be here.
I'm sure you will.
Well, I guess Malik will walk up to this little butcher guy and have a little chat. Hey, friend, do you have any cheap rations?
I don't know exactly what that means. I've got plenty of good meat here.
Right, rations. Traveling food. You know, put it in a bag. It'll last a while. Rations. Comprende? Understand me?
Well, I could give you some some dried beef. Happy to give you as many packages of that as you'd like. It'd be 5 silver piece per bag.
Okay, and if I ask someone else for rations, do you think it would be cheaper?
Surely my price is the cheapest you'll find in the entire market.
Are you lying to me?
What kind of business would that be? Lying to my customers.
Okay.
New ones, especially at that.
I'll come right back then. Next food vendor, blah blah blah, wherever you are. You look like you sell food.
I'd be avoiding eye contact with all the vendors because I'm most likely got kicked, like told to leave by multiple of them.
Yes, Ashara and Damsius both. Drakthor, honestly, as well. You are turning heads. The crowd doesn't seem to be quite so tight around each of you, as people are simply giving you a wide berth on instinct, it seems.
I probably would get like caught like in the past, like because I'd be homeless in this area. Probably get caught like sleeping on some of their property, so they probably know me for being the homeless guy.
Well.
Ashara will. Oh,
No,
you go.
please go ahead.
Following Lily to the weapons vendor,
Mhm.
straight back, shoulders straight and head up high, even though she's trying not to look grumpy with the sunlight. Not a fan.
Mhm.
But she will meet the weapons vendor like eye to eye and inquire about some crossbow bolts. How much for a set of 10?
Well, I typically sell them in bundles of 20, but I suppose I could break one up for you.
I suppose it would depend on the price.
Well, one bundle of 20 is about 1 gold piece.
That'll do.
Just the one quiver for you.
Just the one. She'll hold up 1 gold piece and won't hand it over until the bolts are sort of within sight.
Yes, he stuffs a bunch of loose bolts into. It's a pretty cheap quiver, all things considered, but it does the job. And he holds it out to you with a firm grip, also not willing to part with it until he has the money.
Pleasure doing business with you. She'll drop the gold coin.
Take good care of those. Come back soon.
Have a good rest of your day.
Mm.
Then she'll trail after Lily, not willing to leave the others to go too far out of sight. Even if Lily might not appreciate that.
No, that makes sense.
Lily's just got eyes on everybody, watching every single one of you.
If I see
She's
you
momming.
looking at me, I will wave at you.
Does anybody else make any market stops before seeking out Ribbon?
Well,
Now that I
Listen,
have
we'll talk
some
to
more
the
money, I
vendors.
would like to make some purchases.
Alrighty.
I would like to find a grappling hook, some more arrows, and some vials of oil.
Okay. It will take you a little bit of meandering, talking to a few different vendors. But you do manage to find sellers for each of these items. You are quoted a grappling hook for 2 gold pieces, a quiver of 20 arrows for 1 gold piece, and 1 oil flask for 2 silvers.
2 silver. I got them for 1 the last time. What if I buy 2 of them for 5 silver?
All right. Sold.
I'm not very good at bargaining.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I just go ahead. I realize my mistake, and I'm like so embarrassed that I just give him the rest of the money, and I slink away in embarrassment. I'm gonna take yeah, one grappling hook, 20 arrows, and the 2 oils.
All
gonna
right. So
walk
3
by.
gold and 5 silvers.
Yep.
I saw that. That was really embarrassing.
I
Nerd.
just ignore him.
Drakthor, are we making purchases as well?
I'm gonna see if they have a better great axe than what I have. If I can find one. So I have a great axe. I'm seeing what anybody has in terms of weapons that I can use.
There's all of your standard weapons and a few particularly fancy looking ones. Though, after inquiring about the larger, shinier, better great axe, you're informed that it is approximately 750 gold pieces.
Okay. No. You highway robber.
Can I interest you in perhaps something more mundane?
Can I shoot a fist to your face?
I don't think that'd be very lucrative for our business there, friend.
I don't think either. Oh my. I'm good for now. Thank you.
Well, come back sometime soon. Spend your money here. It'll probably be waiting.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll ask another vendor if they have any better prices. Excuse me, good friend. How much would a ration cost?
I can give you a good bag of dried crackers. Cost you 5 silver pieces.
Is this a monopoly? Are you all like interlinked?
Well, we can't all be as competitive.
Right.
I could give it to you for
Uh,
6 if you like.
Well, no, do 4 and you have a deal.
Make me a persuasion.
My persuasion is poopy pants. Eh.
All right, well, you're a new customer. I haven't seen you around before. I'll give you 2 for 9 silvers. How's that?
Can you break a 7 silver?
I have a hard bargain, but I can see you're a bit scrawny. Clearly you need it.
Why, thank you.
Come back when you run out.
Probably won't, but probably I will see you again. Bye. How many rations was that?
2.
He got scammed. What a silly guy.
All right. Everybody meet back up. And you can see off to the side in the market, there is a half-orc standing patiently by a loaded wagon with 2 oxen sort of milling about, and a small halfling gives you all a look over as you approach. Party for Gundren?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you look like a bit of a ragtag bunch, but all right. Listen up here, folks. Here we have a wagon, 2 oxen, 12 sacks of flour, 4 casks of salted pork. He's reading off of a little parchment that he's pulled from his waist pocket. 2 kegs of strong ale, 12 shovels, 12 crowbars, and 12 picks. Additionally, there are the 5 lanterns in a small barrel of oil that was requested, about 50 flasks in volume. You are all welcome to inspect the merchandise. You must.
Oh, Lily's gonna
Nah.
be checking everything as he's listing it off. She takes her jobs very seriously.
Yeah, I mean, you're climbing around the wagon, moving things, shifting them, checking inside, reading their labels, that sort of thing. And it all appears to be in order, just as he said.
Okay.
All right. And now, before you set off, there is something you all should know.
What's that?
Listening.
Word is there's goblins getting bold along the high road, especially near Phandelver. So best stay sharp and, if you can, find a shelter at night. If you're looking for a safe place on your first stop, Helm's Hold isn't a bad choice. Bit out of the way, but better than camping where trouble might find you. If you leave now, you should probably reach it by late afternoon. He holds out another piece of paper to you, Drakthor, as you're nearest to him. Here, take this map. Should help you find your way, just in case you don't already have one.
Ooh. Okay, who's the smartest one? Who's the smart one in the group?
Not me.
Well,
That would probably be me.
I'm gonna fold that up
See?
and I'm gonna be like, here you go. We're not trusting the giant with this.
I'll
All right.
take it.
I mean,
That's
I'm
right. I
not
should, the
dumb,
most
but I'm not.
responsible. Most
Yeah.
responsible is what I should have said.
All right. You are now in possession of this map of the surrounding area. And as you are putting it away, Ribbon clears his throat once more, and one more thing. If you happen to see Widow Quellen Alderleaf over at Alderleaf Farm in Phandelver, would you be so kind as to pass along my warmest regards? I'd be much obliged.
Owen Alderleaf. And you are Ribbon Tallbrook?
The very same, one and only.
Okay.
Well, that's all the help I have for you. Nothing left to do but set out, I suppose.
All right, guys, let's get a move on.
All right. Who's good at driving one of these things?
I mean, I'm good geologically, but I don't know if I would ever have driven a cart, but I'm assuming it's not that hard. I can probably do
You
it.
good with animals?
Yes.
Well,
All right.
I'm going to climb up on top of the equipment and just sit on a barrel.
I'm gonna
Okay.
drive the oxen. That's what they are, right? That's what you said they are.
That is indeed what they are.
I call shotgun.
If you must.
What's a shotgun?
What?
What's a shotgun?
What do you mean?
I don't know what a shotgun is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is there room
Oh
for
boy.
us on the cart? with all of the supplies?
There isn't a ton. Probably at the very least, Drakthor is going to have to walk beside you, because he's a little bit large for
Yeah.
the poor accents. But with Casey being rather small and Malik being a bit scrawny, there's there's enough room. But I wouldn't call it comfortable.
Hmm.
And it takes us
I
4
just have
days.
these short little legs and can't walk as fast as everyone else. In 2014 rules.
I mean,
I
I
will
feel like the
walk
giant is capable of
this
walking.
morning.
I mean, 8 feet tall strides will probably match the cart.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, so Ashara and Drakthor walking, whilst the rest enjoy their luxury.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving the tall stone walls of Neverwinter behind, the wooden wagon rolls along the road, passing minstrels and peddlers, all heading towards the bustling city of Neverwinter. As you carry on, if you take the time to listen, you can hear the distant roaring of waves smashing against the thickened stone cliffs beyond the nearby dunes. There's eager seagulls flocking along that western horizon, appearing and disappearing as they search for their morning catch off the steep, weathered cliffs in the ocean below. As a misty, sea-salted haze sort of carries over the road from the water, but it's not too hard to see. The morning air is fresh, invigorating, and everything seems pleasant and peaceful as you walk along the high road. You can see off to the east the Neverwinter Wood, flowing down from Mount Hatanau. And you can see further in the south the majestic Sword Mountains with their jagged snow-capped peaks. As the day progresses, the sun filters through the patchy clouds, and the wagon continues a steady pace. The peaceful day shifts from midday to late afternoon, where the sun casts a warm glow. You can see, in the distance, a deep gray silhouette as the sun begins to set. Helm's Hold, the location that Ribbon told you of. You can see that it's pretty dominating and imposing. It's very fortified, and you can see the strength very evident in the towers, crenellations. You can see that there are little ringlets of rising smoke lifting into the sky as life within the hold is preparing for that long night ahead. What are your plans for the evening as the day draws to a close?
Make camp, I guess.
Gotta watch out. They said there were goblins. And that we should
It'll be
probably
fine.
find indoor shelter.
Well, probably won't be finding any indoor shelter on the road. Best we can do is make camp and keep watch. My eyes aren't that good, but if we do get ambushed, they should be relatively easily dealt with.
I can see well in the dark. I'd be willing to share watch.
I'll watch
By all
too. I can
means.
see in the dark.
By all means. Hello, nocturnal freaks. Go ahead.
I am a freak. What are you
Mhm.
talking about?
Harsh.
What? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I don't know. What do you mean?
I don't
All
know.
right,
either.
let's set up camp.
Oh,
Just so we're all clear, we're not taking the advice and heading for Helm's Hold.
what?
I
I
thought
think
that's where we were.
should.
Oh,
Is there not? I'm confused what
Sorry.
Helm's Hold is.
it's weird. Camping outside.
Helmshold,
is a
yeah, is a
concept.
castle.
Oh, well then yes, we want to go inside. I was
Yeah.
confused because Malik said there's nowhere to camp, and I thought I missed something.
I did too. I was trying to figure out too. I was like, well, hold on, I have something to help, but no.
I was yes anding.
You let him lead you astray for the first time of the campaign, but not the last.
First
Oh,
of
no.
many.
Yes, let's head toward Helm's Hold then.
Yeah, we are going to the
So
castle.
close.
I'm the driver. What I say goes.
All right. Well, you take Ashara's skepticism with a full many grains of salt and ignore Malik fully, taking you guys just off the road to the castle. The oxen strain against their yokes as they pull that heavy wagon up the road and toward the battered and fortified town that is Helm's Hold. Their hooves slip on loose bits of rubble, but they make it up to the wall, where a handful of guards are patrolling, watching the wagon's approach. They simply look at you as you proceed to come to a halt before the city gates. What do you do?
I'll just yell up from my spot, driving the cart. We're just looking for refuge for the night, so we can continue our journey in the morning. We are on our way to Phandelver, but as you know, it is not safe at night. There's goblins.
All right.
Hello.
All right. All right. You can pass, but don't forget to stop and speak with the gatekeeper just inside.
Will do. Thank you.
And they step aside and allow you through the hold's thick wooden gates, where a greasy, black-haired man holds up a hand to stop you. He's dressed in tattered black pads and leathers with a rather thin and gangly sort of a frame that makes it clear he's never seen a day of hard labor. He gives a distasteful wrinkle of his nose as he looks you over and... All right. Hold it right there. I'm the gatekeeper. What do we have here?
A wagon. I look at
This
everyone
is-
like it's a dumb question.
I'm gonna
mean,
glare
yes,
at
hello.
Daximus. It's a wagon of goods that we are delivering to Phandelver for an individual.
Mm-hmm. He sort of begins to circle the cart, sort of giving it a good scrutinizing once over, and pauses here and there to poke at the sack or squint at one of the oxen as though they are themselves or some sort of contraband. And every so often he lets out a as though he's uncovering some incredible mystery, though you get the impression he's just enjoying his authority. Finally, he straightens. Right. Here's how this works. Helm's Hold is a respectable place. Can't have a bunch of armed travelers tromping around, making the good folk nervous. So you'll be handing over your weapons while you're in town. Don't worry, you'll get them back when you leave. Probably.
What do you mean, probably?
Well, as long as you don't cause any trouble, shouldn't be any issues.
But they're safe, and we are in no danger of losing them. Oh, say no one can find them when it's time for us to leave, that kind of thing.
You insult me, my dear lady. Of course, we would never steal your item. You've my word.
Now see if he's lying.
Insight check.
Insight.
Yeah.
Somebody before
Good
me.
insight check.
Insight.
I don't have good insight. Oh my god.
Oh,
Lily
None of
is
you do.
distracted.
Oh wait,
Hold on.
guidance is that a D4?
Guide-
On myself.
Oh.
Not you. I hate
As
all
you're
of you.
standing there directly in
Oh.
front of him,
Yeah, guidance was wrong. I just tapped myself on the head.
Oh, Shara's
Sure,
got it.
thank you.
Oh, Ashara,
problem.
yes.
I was going to, but it wasn't going to be great. You were our only hope.
Ashara, you can tell that this man is skeevy as skeevy comes. He's not a good dude. He is not a kind man, but he doesn't appear to be a thief.
I will sort of slide towards the front of the group, push down my hood, and during the day you might have finally noticed the heavy embroidery on her cloak, which is a weeping eye, and the tears are red thread, so it's an eye weeping tears of blood. And she'll hold her hands out and say, I'm sure you're just doing your job, so let me say on behalf of my lady, may your heart be spared the grief that steeled hers. And she's trying to sound a little bit ominous, but also a little bit preachy, really leaning into whatever this man might think of clerics. Trying to unnerve him a little bit.
Yes, well, you and your lady will still have to relinquish your weapons if you want succor in the hold.
Might we inquire then if the tales of goblins are true?
Goblins.
I'm sure the walls here are perfectly steady, but, well, Neverwinter was full of terrible tales. Surely you didn't ask us
Yes.
to hand over all of our weapons.
Well, you see, as those walls you mentioned, they are much larger than any of the goblins you might find on the road, which there have been sightings on the high road, but, not except for further down south, so this close to Neverwinter, there's not much to fear. And inside the hold, not a thing, my dear.
Oh,
I
you
will
worked
take
on
your
that
word
one,
for
didn't
it.
you?
She'll unsling the light crossbow and hold it out, sort of giving him the option to take it or drop it, and see what happens then.
He'll give it a snatch and hand it off to another of his guardsmen, who makes some sort of notation as they place it into a crate. All right, now the rest of you, let's go.
I take out my extremely rusty sickle. It has some stains on it. You don't know what it is, and I'm gonna hand it to him, making heavy eye contact.
He absolutely averts his gaze and sort of gingerly accepts the weapon. He's using his pointer finger and thumb basically to hold it as he hands it off.
You gotta be careful. It's an heirloom.
Yes, he'll get it back later. Drakthor, what are we doing over there? We trying to be large and scary? It may have failed.
It may.
Eventually.
Does Drakthor even have any weapons to hand over? Just his fists.
He had an axe, didn't he?
Oh, that's right, a great axe. Chris, where are you?
Sorry, I was muted. No,
Oh my
I was
God.
trying to be intimidating, and clearly it did not work.
Yeah, nope.
But no, I have a great axe that I can hand over.
All right. You try and look really large. You try and puff out your chest, push back your shoulders a little bit. You squeeze your muscles as hard as you can as you hold over the axe. But as you're sort of putting that effort into flexing your muscles, you guys can just hear a tiny as a slight bit of wind leaks.
Oh God, what died out here?
You?
What? No, wait, hold on.
What?
No, I still got a pulse. You almost got me.
Oh.
I knew it couldn't be too true.
On the rocks fall.
All right.
Lily will hand over her sickle, but makes no move to hand over her quarterstaff.
Something wrong with your legs there, kid? I said all your weapons.
It's not a weapon, it's a stick.
Make me a persuasion check, please.
Ooh, are you sure?
Guidance, why not?
Oh, you're gonna give me guidance?
Can I
Yeah, why
help?
not?
I'm really good at persuasion.
Does Casey step up to
Yes,
defend Lily's
I
right
will.
to hold on to it?
You
Yes,
should.
I do.
Okay. Yeah, you really should.
All right, what's your case here?
You can't judge Casey on Lisa because Lisa's not very persuasive. I will let Paige explain why Lily should. Never mind. That was a 2 on the die.
Not great, guys. Not
No.
great.
We did
Hey,
so.
7-7.
Save it. Save your excuses. Hand over the stick. I'm not a fool.
Sorry. And as I'm sheepishly apologizing, I pull my bow off my back, pull my rapier out, I set that down, I take the dagger off my belt, and I make no move toward the dagger in my boot.
He gives you a rather knowing look. I've never met a halfling that didn't carry something on him. You sure you don't have anything else?
Nope, don't have a thing. Do you want to pat me down? And I kind of dance around a little jig.
No, thank you.
I gave you
right.
everything. My knife, we always have a dagger. There it is.
All right. Not that you could hold. There's not many places to hide stuff on you, anyways.
That's right. I'm just
one
a
more
little thing.
Take that heap of supplies down to Straw Hand Stables. It's the only place open at this hour that'll house your oxen, and trust me, you don't want to leave them standing out here.
Alrighty.
We'll be back in the morning to collect.
All right. He and your crate of weapons departs along with a few of the other guards, carry it, and as you all head toward the suggested stables, which are just a short hop and a skip from the gate, it is clear that the town itself has seen better days. While some new construction is evident, Helmshold itself seems to be a hodgepodge of original structures and more recent buildings all crammed in together. The town seems a bit too large for its available resources, perhaps, with many of its buildings lying in disrepair. Rotted wood, heaps of broken stone, and rusty nails litter the streets, posing constant hazards as you walk along. As the wagon crunches over some decaying timber, a few hooded individuals draped in dark, mysterious gowns pass by, glancing at you with a mixture of curiosity and suspicion. And just down the way, you can see a wooden hangman's scaffold standing in the center of the marketplace where children are laughing and playing on its deck. And finally, you come to a halt in front of the stables themselves, which are in surprisingly good condition, though not as populated as that square that you could hear a bit of business from. As you bring them within the confines of the fencing, the tired oxen, having finished their day's work, refuse to budge any further. As you can see, shuffling hay, a strong, sun-tanned man kept company by a young, cheerful girl, both contributing to the efforts in the stables. He turns as you roll up, creak through the gate with your oxen, begin to hop off. Evening. Long road behind you, I take it.
Yeah,
Not long.
we have a couple days.
The beasts look tired. Well, be well cared for here. You'll find no better hands in Helmshold.
We appreciate it.
He goes around and begins to unhitch the oxen, who immediately totter over to find some of that hay that has been freshly set out. And after he's done that, he leans against a post and gives you all a look over before nodding towards the town beyond the stables. If you're looking for food and drink, best head to the old dirty dwarf. Bit rough around the edges, but the stew's hearty and the ale's strong. You'll sleep better with something warm in your belly. Just, watch your coin. They love a good dice game in there. Or if you're keen on keeping an eye on your cargo, you could bet up here in the straw for a gold piece each if you like.
Lily will do that actually. She'll hand over her gold piece, and she will be back after she finds something to snack on.
Okay.
I also hand him a gold piece.
All right.
Do the same.
No, did Malik not give up his weapons?
No. The only weapon
You would have
can
been asked
basically
as
see
well.
on him will be the heavy crossbow, which has no ammo. The rest of the weapons are difficult to spot.
Do you make some sort of persuasive argument for why you should be keeping your crossbow?
No, you can have it. There's no ammo.
Okay, all right. Then it is also taken along.
Yes.
As you guys are handing over your gold pieces, and Lily, you're making to step out, you see that young girl scurry out into the yard, and She skids to a halt beside the man. Oh, travelers! Oh my gosh! Where are you from? Did you fight any monsters on the way here? Oh, have you seen elves? And the man sort of takes her by the shoulders and shakes his head. Yuri, let them breathe. Papa says the world outside Helmshold is dangerous, but I think it's exciting. I bet you guys have been on all sorts of great adventures. Please, oh, please tell me a story.
Lily kind of tears up a little bit, the little girl reminding her of somebody very dear to her.
Okay. She is a rapt audience. Any words that are spoken, any look her way, if you even look at her, she is zeroed in on you. It's like you've just unwrapped a bag of chips, and the child can smell and hear that bag has opened. So you each get a bit of hammering, a bit of questioning. Why is your skin dark like that? I've never seen someone with gray skin, and your ears are so pointy. Are you an elf?
Ashara will hand over a gold piece as well, intending to stay in the stables, and crouch down. I am a type of elf. I'm from somewhere called the Underdark, where we never see the sun.
Never see the sun? That sounds so terrible.
It's not completely dark. Instead, we have lots and lots of mushrooms, some of which glow. You can think of blue light, green light, sometimes even purple. And she will cast the dancing lights cantrip, and then make these little lights sort of float around the girl. Though your father's not completely wrong, the world outside is very big and full of some very terrible things sometimes. So if you ever want to go out there, you need to be very prepared.
Father won't let me leave. Not for anything. Not unless I'm in the wagon, going to Neverwinter, but I've only done that twice. Keep asking, but...
Well, I'll let you in on a secret. I'm not sure how old you think I look, but I wasn't allowed to leave home until I was 30.
Oh, Papa, don't make me stay here until I'm 30. Oh my gosh, that sounds even worse than never seeing the sun.
Ashara will probably smile for the first time, and she's clearly quite used to children. And then she'll sort of slip away to find a good spot in the stable while the girl's distracted.
It doesn't take her long to find a new fixation as this very small, she's probably about, 8 to 10 years old, somewhere in there. She's barely comes up to your knee, Drakthor, and has to essentially break her neck to look all the way up at you. Wow, you're the tallest person I've ever seen. How did you get to be so tall? Did you have to eat a lot of vegetables?
Yes. Are you eating your vegetables?
I'm eating my vegetables, but I don't want to get as tall as you. Maybe I should stop.
Either way, vegetables are good for you.
Maybe if I just eat a little bit of vegetables, and maybe not as much vegetables as you ate.
Now, see, that sounds like some sound logic.
All right. Are you an elf too? Your ears don't look pointy.
No, I'm a Goliath, a giant stone.
Whoa, a real giant. Only heard about them in stories.
We tend not to get out much.
That makes sense. I think you'd probably stand out. You're pretty tall.
Only a little.
Finally, the man comes back around. Yuri, leave them be, I said. Go on, back in. Go find something to entertain yourself with. All right. See you guys later, I guess. She tromps on into the stables. Do child things. So, Ashara is bunkering down inside the lodging. Lily will be, but is departing to do something or other, yes?
Yes, to find some food for myself and some apples to feed the oxen.
Okay. I believe Malik, you said you are also staying in the stables, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Does anybody else hand over a gold piece? Damsius, do you hand it over a gold piece? Is that
I
right?
did.
He
Yep.
did. Yep.
All right. Drakthor, handing over gold pieces.
Yes.
Casey.
Casey's gonna head out to the old dirty dwarf and see what she sees there before she decides what she's doing for the night.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you'll be accompanying Lily then. As you guys head out into the dark of Helm's Hold. What is Damsius, Drakthor, and Malik doing?
Chilling in the stables.
Okay, Malik's also just gonna chill for the evening.
Not level 2 yet. Nothing crazy.
I'm gonna watch those guys leave, and I'm gonna realize it's gonna be really boring in here. So I'm gonna go with them, because for the lulz.
Okay,
Yeah, maybe
all right.
I'm gonna
Doing
go
some
get
hobo
some
stuff.
food and an ale.
All right. Drakthor is enticed by the promise of sustenance.
Always.
Yeah. You guys head off to the old dirty dwarf. Don't let Gundren know that this exists. And you are offered a meal and a drink for a single gold piece. And there are quite a few people conglomerating in this, congregating is what I meant. Congregating in this little tavern. There's many conversations going on. Very little room to sit, but the drink is good and the bread is fresh and soft and warm.
I hand over a gold piece.
Yep.
All right.
I'm going
And-
to request additional apples.
You managed to haggle out a bushel of hen, I think. How much is a bushel?
It's about that.
That's what I thought. No. Bushel's like 120. So much
really?
smaller. It's
Oh,
just, it's
so
just
like
a
a
small
pet.
sack. You get, yeah, you get a little sack of little sack of apples. 10 apples for 7 silver pieces.
Okay, I can do that.
You guys got anything else going on while you're in the tavern? Anything else that you'd like to do while you're there?
Well, I'm gonna look around and see if there's anything to do. Just sit and people watch.
Yeah, I'm going to hone in my skills and see if there is any talk around the tavern that I can hone in on.
Okay.
And I am going to look around. I heard something about a dice game, so I want to see if there's any other. I want to check that out and see if there are any other gaming opportunities.
Yeah, there's games of cards, games of dice happening, multiple different groups of them.
I want to kind of look around and see, just kind of do a little check and I don't know, kind of a vibe check to see which games seem to be one that I might do better at or have a better chance of winning at. I'm not sure what
Okay.
that would be. Maybe a perception check. I don't know.
You're like gauging the skill of the players, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Yeah, just give me a perception check.
Okay.
You can see that the playing layout after a few routes around the interior, that the more veteran players are sequestered to the back of the old dirty dwarf, the ODD, and the newer, more green, sort of casual players, where there's more laughter and joking and jovial drinking, are situated to the front of the building. So there are quite a few amateur games happening.
I'm going to find one of those with an empty seat.
You are welcomed raucously. And yeah, they ask you to put in your money. Put your money down,
right.
place your bets.
What's the buy-in?
We're all doing 5 silver.
All right.
Keeping it light.
Put down my 5 silver.
All right. Give me 2 performance checks, and Lily, please make me a perception check. Drekthor, what are you doing inside the old dirty dwarf?
I am drinking and eating.
All right, you just
Basically,
wiggle your
keeping
way
an eye-
into a little seat.
Pretty much, I'm keeping my eye on the tavern to make sure no one's trying to pull anything with her trying to play whatever game she's playing. As long as they don't try to cheat her, I don't have to get up and punch somebody in the face.
Okay.
I will
Make
if
me
they
a
start
perception
cheating.
check for you as well.
Oh God, perception.
You don't see anyone cheating her, but on the very first round of the game, it would appear that Casey loses that 5 silver.
Cool.
But
That's
it
all
doesn't
right.
seem,
That's all right.
not by anything other than her own skill, it would appear. You don't see anyone slip any cards into their sleeves or from their lap or anything of the sort.
Bad luck, Casey.
I
Do you deal in
put
again?
in yeah, I put in another 5 silver, and this time I want to give myself a better chance of winning.
Are you cheating?
I was gonna say, I'm watching other people cheating you. Here you are trying to pull this shit. Come on.
If you are, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check. Oh shit! All right, make 2 performances with advantage, my guy. And Damsius, what is it that you're doing?
Oh, I'm sitting in a corner where no one is, with my hood up. I kind of just look like a black mass with blue hands. Kind of just watching, maybe doodling a little bit.
All right. So you and Drakthor are just sort of minding your own.
Yeah, I'll be
hmm?
I'll be looking up and seeing how Casey's doing every now and again.
Well, you see her rack in a nice pile of 25 silver pieces. She manages to win that second round with a mischievous grin.
Over here trying to make sure he's not getting cheated by guys. I just sit there and my jaw just goes,
But you didn't notice because my sleight of hand was a nat 20.
Yep, you didn't even see
True,
it. You didn't even see it. You just said, "Oh, damn, she's really good at this." She was just rusty, I guess.
She got better.
Yeah. I decide that that it's time for me to move on.
All right. Whilst before Casey makes that choice, and whilst she's keeping things light, raucous, everyone's paying attention to everybody else. Lily, you are able to sort of casually walk around the room, and you overhear a rumor, possibly two, that you may later impart to your brethren, whom you see are finishing up their game. You can see Casey stands with a satisfied look on her face. And you guys have been here for about an hour and a half.
After drawing for a while, I'm gonna go up to the bar table and get the bartender's attention.
What can I get you?
Do you have any milk?
Milk? What
Yeah.
kind of pansy shit is that?
No, I was just curious. I'll have a water.
Milk's for bacon, son. Water.
Like bacon, like the animal?
Like bacon bread.
Oh,
Here's
like
your damn water.
They put bacon, like milk in your bacon. That'd be weird.
5 copper
Bacon and
pieces.
Not 5 copper. Okay. Can you split a gold?
What is this mess?
Actually, I'll just take a meal and a drink to make it easy.
There you go. I'll take that. Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Casey, have you decided to take your rest here? Or will you return to the stables?
Well, since everyone else is back at the stable, I'll go back and join them.
Okay. Whilst our friends have been in the tavern for about an hour and a half, Ashara and Malik, you are cozying down, bedding down in the straw, making your little beds in comfortable spots. You do notice that what Yuri is doing to occupy herself is practicing with a little slingshot. And as she has let go a few towards her little bullseye, which is a makeshift, it's an oak barrel head with a red bullseye at the center. Yuri bounds back over to you both, looking between you. You guys wanna play with me? We could see who's the best. We could have a little
Best at
competition.
what?
Slingshots.
Oh, okay, sure.
Seems like you have more practice than us, but I'll try.
Yeah, that means I should win, right?
Yes.
Okay. She waves you guys over and shows a little line on the floor that was previously covered in straw, but she plants her feet. Okay, this is where you stand. It's I think Papa said it was about 20 feet, but that shouldn't be too hard. If I can pull it back, you can pull it back. We'll do 3 stones, and whoever has the most points wins.
What is the prize?
Oh, I've got a copper piece.
Okay, then I'll wager a copper piece as well. Wait, no, I don't have a copper piece. I guess I will have to wager a gold piece then. Oh well, that seems fair.
A whole gold piece. Whoa. Yeah, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, let me show you how to do it. All right? And she's going to pull the slingshot back. And her first stone, it unfortunately misses that bullseye mark, but it does hit the head of the barrel. Aw, man. It's only 1 point. That's okay. That's okay. All right. 2 more tries. 2 more tries. She
Yes,
pulls
go
back.
ahead.
She steadies her eye, closes one of them, puts her tongue off to the side of her mouth, and lets it fly. Curse it all! As the entire rock just completely flies past the target. Jeez, I don't know what just happened there. I guess maybe you guys are making me a little nervous. Okay, one more try.
Is
On
it
her last one,
possible-
I will touch a rock, and oh, never mind.
As you hear a distinctive metallic as the rock bounces off the bullseye. And she jumps for joy. Yes, I did it. Oh, yes, 3 points. Okay, that's 4 points for me. Oh, who's next?
Okay,
Oh,
I suppose
boy,
it would be me.
set the bar very high.
All right. Let us
Boring.
receive dex checks, please, my friends. Malik first.
So, do I just use my finger slinger?
She's gonna hand you the slingshot, but we're doing dexterity rolls.
So it would be the same as if using a sling normally?
Yeah.
Okay, then finger
Are you
slinger
cheating?
it is. No.
Okay.
I'll-
Make your dex check.
First of all, finger slinger is just what I renamed the sling to, because normal sling is boring, but a sling on my finger, that's more funny.
Oh, delicious.
So, I'll kick
Alright.
it off with a normal one. Ah, horrible.
And your projectile, bit of a rebel, flies past the target entirely, banging against the back of the wooden barn.
It's a shame. I suppose I should get a bit more serious then. And he'll grab the 2 remaining rocks and squeeze them tightly, making them shine a bit. This is just a
Cheating
magic
against a
rock
child.
cantrip. Yes, no, maybe. This is the magic rock cantrip that you can use on a I just renamed it to magic finger sling because it sounds more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, now I will shoot again.
Okay.
Holy wow, I'm rolling horrible.
You
Somebody
do
hit that
manage
child.
to do a little bit better, and you hit the barrel head itself, though not the bullseye. She jumps up and down, laughing. Okay, that's 1 point for you. Come on, one more.
Well, poop.
That's okay, 2 points, but I still beat you.
You did. Here's your gold piece, little child.
Well, hold on. The gray elf has to go next.
Oh, right.
And a slingshot is handed over to you, Ashara.
2. I think I can manage 2. 4, though, might be a stretch, so I think you've got a good chance of that gold piece.
Oh.
Like giving a child a $20.
You know, for real, she is like shitting her bricks right now.
What would you like me to roll?
Just a basic dex check, please. So you can just hit the word dexterity on your sheet.
Oh.
In the little ability box.
Oof.
Oh my gosh. And Ashara, out the gate, you hear that ting as you hit the bullseye square on. True bullseye. Oh, I thought you said you weren't good at this.
It's been a while since I aimed at a target. But maybe that was beginner's luck.
Well, I hope so. I really want that gold piece. All right. Go 2 more times, I guess.
I guess I should to make it fair.
It's only 3 points, so I'm still winning.
Hmm.
Miss.
I'll
Chanting curses on your rock.
I can say it. No, I'm just kidding.
She will aim again. Not try too hard because she actually doesn't want to win.
Which is fair, as you managed to miss the bullseye this time, but you do still hit the barrelhead. Oh man, we're tied! Ah, okay.
Decide what happens if we tie.
Well, you got one more shot. Miss.
Chanting curses. Literally casting hex on you.
Okay, here I go. Oh,
Okay. All right, you want to do one more time? See which one of us does better? Break the tie?
do you want to go first or should I?
Let me go.
Okay.
She takes the slingshot out of your hands and blows on it for luck. Steadies her aim, closes one of her eyes, squints her mouth up with its tongue out.
Let's fucking
Yes!
go.
3 more points! Okay,
Jesus.
I'm gonna win. Okay, here you go.
Oh, well, I suppose at least I came second. But here we go.
And you miss the bullseye as well, winning you only 1 point, which Yuri is happy to scream out as a reminder.
Born gambler, man.
And she holds her hands up expectantly for the wagers.
I flick the gold coin and cast catapults. I'm kidding.
Holy shit, she's dead.
I know. I'm
Point blank.
kidding. I'm just saying. It's a funny way to use it, but yes, I give her the gold piece.
She's salivating. She's just absolutely busting at the seams with excitement. And she's
The nerve.
instantly run off, potentially to hide that away for the rest of her general life. And
Oh.
just as you are recovering from being absolutely mopped by a child,
It's okay.
the rest of your party returns, stepping into the fence and then into the barn. Casey, you hand off your gold piece. And
Yes.
you are directed to very fluffy looking straw, where Ashara and Malik have found their own little corners.
And I lie down next to them.
All right. Anything else for the evening?
No.
Are we taking
Not
watches
for me.
even in the town, or do we trust our hosts?
I mean, I don't trust them. I'm just stupid.
That kid had a weird look in her eye.
Ashara will sit up for
Um,
the first part of the night because she only requires 4 hours of sleep.
Agreed. I also, well, actually, I don't know if I have that yet. Actually, so no, I still need to sleep. But I did learn some interesting information at the tavern. Um, I learned that there is an outpost under construction at the high road in the Toldir Trail Junction. Is built something to protect travelers. It's under construction, so is not done, and we do not know where it's at, but that would be something for us to look out for on the way. Or Tribor.
Okay.
Tribor Trail. So at the High Road and Tribor Trail, outpost under construction. And then I also learned that Neverwinter Wood has been awakened by some otherworldly force, kind of like a hidden army that is causing trouble.
Oh,
So we might want to keep an eye out for that as well.
sounds like trouble.
That's what I thought.
But information is information.
Hmm. So
Yeah, the hidden army is much
I
scarier than the
show
outpost.
well, yes, but the outpost is somewhere we could potentially bunker down. Because that's I was looking at the map and I pull out my map and I lay it out and I showed them my notes. Um, it looks about another day's worth of travel, so that could be something that we look for our next travel. To even though it's under construction, it may be still safe enough for us to stay in.
Okay,
We're going to need
sounds
somewhere
like a good idea.
safe to sleep, and I think we're all running out of gold.
Yeah, I spent my life savings here.
Something tells
Casey
me
just
that's not that
chuckles.
card.
Yeah. If we need to spend gold, we'll be okay.
All right. Well, without further ado or much more to do, you all slowly drift off to sleep, or your version thereof. Taking watch, reading books, looking at maps. And eventually, morning unfolds over Helm's Hold. The crisp air carries the scent of damp earth and distant wood smoke as the first light of dawn creeps over each of the rooftops. Birds flit between the eaves, their morning song a quiet accompaniment to the waking town. As you all begin to step outside and out of the barn, cool breeze stirs the streets, rustling the banners above the shuttered shop fronts. The hold is still, save for the distant clatter of a blacksmith's hammer and the murmur of very early risers beginning their daily toil. At the stables, Bren is already tending to the animals and offers a silent nod as he hands over the oxen's reins to you, Lily. Yuri runs out and gives waves with enthusiasm, still a bit sleepy, but bright with excitement. Safe travels! I hope you find something amazing out there, and maybe if you ever come back, you'll have more stories to tell. And more slingshots. It was good to play with you guys.
I'm sure
And
we'll
then
be walking back this way at some point, and looking forward to more slingshots.
more gold pieces. And with the wagon all loaded, of which no items are missing, should you do a count in the morning before
Lily
you head off.
absolutely does.
I assumed. You make your way back through the Helmshold gates and onto the high road once more.
We didn't get our weapons back.
Oh, I'm so sorry. At the gate, they are surely handed back to each of you. As the gate master would never be made a liar of. So rearmed, and some of you a little bit lighter of purse. You head out south on the high road once more. And that is the end of our session for the evening. We
Awesome.
will pick up the next time on Dragon Ball Z with your journey towards that Tribor Trail Junction. And potentially Goblin.
Oh my god, level up?
Oh,
Not goblins.
Pesky
those
goblins.
turds.
They sound hungry.
Well, I hope everyone had a lovely time. Ellie, Chris, it was your first session with us. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves.
Yes, absolutely.
It was a lot of
It-
fun. Thank you.
Yes, it was a pleasure. Everyone, we got some. Everyone's real keen on role playing, so I'm quite excited to carry on the campaign and see what fun shenanigans everyone gets up to. Very excited.
Yeah, that was great.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks,
Yeah.
Grim,